Hello everyone, welcome to HBN Infotech Tutorials. In this tutorial, I will show you how to create a floor plan in Microsoft Word. Also, I will show you the easiest measurement and scaling technique. So do not skip any part of this video. The floor plan and the floor plan symbols that you are seeing right now is completely created in Microsoft Word. So the first step is to set up A3 size document for this project. So let's do it. So go to the file, click on new and then click on blank document. Then go to the layout, click on size and choose A3 from the drop down. Now change the orientation. So to change the orientation, you can just go to the orientation here and click on landscape. Now next we will need to set the units of measurement to centimeters. I have a reason for doing this and I will explain it shortly. To change the units of measurement, you can click on File, then click on Options and then click on Advanced and then scroll down. Under the display section, you can see show measurements in units of. So here you can choose centimeters from the drop down. Then click on the OK button. The availability of these options might slightly vary in other Microsoft Word versions. Now, next comes the very important part, the scaling method. The scaling method that I am going to use in this tutorial is called the linear or graphic scale. You might also call it as the map scale. When this is verbally expressed, it is called verbal scale. This is different from numerical or representative fraction scaling method. According to this scaling method, a unit of measurement in a map or a plan can be corresponded to the size units of real-world measurements. For example, 1 centimeter is equals 1 foot, 1 inch is equals 1 mile, 1 millimeter is equals 1 kilometer. This means that 1 centimeter on the plan corresponds to 1 foot in the real world size. The advantage of this scaling method is that it is easy to understand. Even a common man can easily make out the measurements without doing any kind of calculation. Even if you reprint the plan to the actual size, the drawing is simply enlarged and there would not be any problem in the measurement. This kind of scaling method is commonly used in mapping and landscaping projects. If you don't know much about these topics, you can Google and learn about them. Okay, now let us get back to the business. Now let us set the margin to 1 centimeter from all the sides of this document. To do that, you can go to the Layout tab, click on Margins, then click on Custom Margins. Then type 1 centimeter for the top, bottom, left and right and click on the OK button. Now for this tutorial, I am going to use 1 centimeter is equals 1 foot scaling. That means every box here represents 1 centimeter and that is equals to 1 foot of real world measurement. The next step is to create the horizontal and vertical scale just like this one. So this scale is created using text boxes. So to do that, you can go to the Insert tab, then click on the text box and click on Simple text box. Now you can just delete the dummy content inside the text box. Now click on the border of the text box and then set the size to 1 centimeter for the height as well as the width. So you can type 1 centimeter here and 1 centimeter here, and this option is available on the format tab. So when you select the text box, this format tab is available. So now we can create multiple copies of the text box. Now there are two ways to copy the text box. The first thing what you can do is you can select the text box and hold down the control key on your keyboard, then click and drag the text box. The second thing what you can do is you can just click and select the text box and press the Ctrl D keys on your keyboard, just like this. Now we should make multiple copies of the text boxes just like this. Before that, you will need to align this text box exactly after the margin, that is 1 centimeter from the left and from the top. To do that, we will make use of the grid lines and the snap options. To set the grid lines, what you can do is you can select a text box or a shape on this document, just like this, and then go to the format, then click on the align, then click on grid settings. So here you should make sure that snap objects to other objects is checked. Then the horizontal spacing and vertical spacing should be set to 1 centimeter. And then you can just tick this option, display grid lines on screen. So for every vertical and horizontal, you need to just type 1 and 1. And the last option you may leave it unchecked and then click on OK. So this will display the grid lines and also the grid line size, and the spacing between one grid line and another grid line would be 1 centimeter exactly. So now we can just simply drag this text box over this grid line. You could notice that the text box exactly sits on the grid lines. So that is because of the snap option. The snap option attracts the objects and shapes towards it. So it is a kind of magnetic attraction. So we can just simply move the text boxes over it, and you could feel it while you do it. Now, before creating multiple copies of the text box, it is wise to set the font attributes as well. Now, I'll just delete the other text boxes and set the font attributes such as the center alignment, the the font style and font size, color, etc. So I will only select the center alignment, that's enough, and I would leave the rest for the defaults. Now then I will start copying. So this way the copied text box will also carry the font attributes along with it. Now you can keep copying this by holding the control button and clicking and dragging the mouse. The other fastest method is, what you can do is you can just press the Ctrl D keys and then move the copied text box and place it exactly on the grid line. Then keep pressing Ctrl D keys. So this is a trick. Now in no time I have copied all the text boxes. Let me show you once again. So what you can do is you can just first select one text box, press the Ctrl D keys, then drag the copied text box and align it exactly on the grid. Then press the Ctrl D keys. Just like this. Now the next job is to number the text boxes. Before that, let us have a look at the original plan. So here is the original plan. So the floor plan is for 30 feet by 20 feet. So I have started the drawing from here. So I have started the numbering from the fourth text box. So that is because I wanted to leave 2 centimeter from the left and 2 centimeter from the top. So you can see the numbering happens from here and from here. So let us do that. So it starts from the fourth. That is from here. I have entered up to 30 units on the horizontal scale and up to 20 units on the vertical scale because our floor plan is 30 by 20 feet. Now next I have created this box with 12 equal segments to indicate the inches. So you can observe that this 1 centimeter box has 12 equal segments 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's see how to do this. I have just created for this for the sake of reference. So you can simply go to the insert, click on shapes, then click on rectangle, then draw a rectangle. So now for the width, for the height, let it be 1 centimeter, and for the width, like we will decide the width later. So now I'll simply make 12 copies of this, just like this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now there are 12 boxes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now let us group these together. To do that, you can just go to the home, click on select objects, select all the objects, then group it together. And now we can set the width of this to 1 centimeter. So this creates the 12 equal segmented box here. So now we can just make one more copy of this and place this over here. So I'll just press the Ctrl D keys and then simply rotate this, going to the format, rotate. Sorry, I'll need to click outside, click away. So click and select this again. Format, rotate 90 degree. Now place this here. So this is just for the reference purposes only, and this refers the inches. So we can just zoom this and check. So this is equal. So automatically it has created equal width segments here. Now before we start to draw the plan, let us have a look at the specifications used in this floor plan. The outer wall thickness is 9 inches, inner wall thickness is 4.5 inches, all doors are 3 feet 6 inches wide and 6 feet 8 inches tall. The door frame is 3 inches, windows are 2.4 inches thick, window sill is 1 feet 6 inches projection. Okay, now let us start the drawing from the porch section. The porch section is 6 feet by 8 feet. Now let us see how to do that. You can take the rectangle and set the height for 8 centimeter and width for 6 centimeter. So the scaling is pretty straightforward. 1 unit here on the floor plan is equals 1 foot the real world measurement. So let us zoom this. Now let us see where to place this. So let us refer. So the drawing starts from this place. So where it says 1 and 1 here on the scale. So we will start the drawing from this place. So I'll just move this here. As the object snap is on, the shape is automatically dragged or pulled towards the grid lines. So it's pretty much easy to place it on place. Now let us fill this porch section. So to fill this, you can go to the format, shape fill, and then go to the text pattern, and then you can select this pattern or whichever you like. So I'll just set this to lighter gray and then just click on OK. Now let us continue drawing the outer wall. As you can see that the complete measurement is 30 feet. We can just minus the porch section. So if you minus 6 feet out of 30 feet, then you get 24 feet. Let us cross check this. So I'll just select this line and see what is the measurement. So if you go to the format, you can check the measurement here. So it says 24 centimeter, that is 24 feet. So what you can do is you can just create a line, take the line, and then just simply create the line along the grid line. So now set the length as 24 centimeter, that is 24 feet. Now you can just move this and exactly align this to this tip of the porch. So you should make sure that it touches here. So you can also notice that it exactly ends here on the 30th square. So that is in total it is 30 feet. Now let us check what is the measurement of this wall. So this I should check it from here. So I'll just select this and see what it is. It is 12 feet, 12 centimeter, that is 12 feet. So we'll just create another line. Just create a vertical line, enter the height as 12 centimeter, that is 12 feet. Now just move this along the grid lines and try to keep exactly here. So it should end here. So this is 12 feet. So you can also notice that on the scale it is 12. Now let us move on to the other side. So this side of the wall is completely 20 feet from top to the bottom. So let us create a line for 20 feet. We'll just create another line, and this time we would enter 20 for the height. Now bring this to the other side and just keep it exactly here. So you can notice that the object snap does all the magic. So now here it is exactly placed on the 20th square. And now let us come back and see what is the length. This length should be 30 feet. So we'll just create a line for 30 feet. So 30. Now bring this and keep this here. Now let us check this height. This is 12 feet. So you can also roughly draw a line from here till here, because automatically it is automatically it could be determined. So you can just create it like this. So I guess the outer line is finished. Now at this point you will need to turn off the grid lines, because we don't need this grid line anymore, and also the object snap to the grid lines is not necessary. So we will just limit the object snap to the objects only. So to do that, you will need to select a shape, then go to the format, then click on align and just uncheck view grid lines. So this will turn off the object snapping to the grid lines, but it will keep the object snapping to the other objects active. So that means still the object snap works on one shape to another shape, I mean one shape with another shape. So why I did this? Because I did not want the objects to snap on the grid lines, because sometimes it would be messy. Okay, now let us continue drawing the wall thickness. So let me check what is the wall thickness here. So I'll just click and select the line, go to the format, and you can see that it is 0.75 centimeter. Now how is that? So calculating the the feet is very easy and simple. So 1 centimeter here represents 1 feet, but the wall thickness does require a calculation because it is in inches. So we need to convert this inch to feet. So we'll do that going to the google.com and typing inch to feet. Now the wall thickness, as I already said, is 9 inches, the outer wall thickness. So we can represent that in in feet as 0.75. So it is 0.75. Now we will draw a line for 0.75 here. We'll go to the insert again, the shapes, and see, sometimes if the line goes in a different angle, it would be important for you to hold down your shift key while drawing the line. So this makes sure that the line goes in specified angles, like 90 degrees, increments. Now we'll just set this, set the width of this as 0.75 feet. So we'll just move here and just touch the tip of the other line. So you can just zoom this and check whether it is exactly placed. So if it is not, you can just move it, use the arrow keys and do it. So now it is exactly placed. Now I'll just zoom this back. Now we'll create this line. So this would be 12 inches minus 12 feet minus 9 inches. So here we have a ready-made calculation, so we can also calculate it if you want. So 12 feet minus 9 inches, so it should be 11 feet 3 inches. So we need to know how much is 3 inches. So 3 inches is 0.25. So then it should be 11 feet 25. I mean 11.25. So I'll just draw a line here. 11.25. Now we'll simply drag this and place it there. Let us zoom this and check. Yes, it's perfect. See, this is not a sophisticated software like AutoCAD, so we will not be able to set the precision level just like as in AutoCAD. Okay, now let us continue. Now let us check what is the length of the dining hall. So it is 12 feet. So you can also cross verify here. You can just click here and check it out here. It says 12. So we'll just create a line for 12 centimeters. That is 12 feet. Now move this and place this here. So you might need to cross verify it by just zooming it. So it's perfect. So since the object snap for the shapes is on, so it will touch exactly, the line will exactly touch the tip of the other shape. So now we'll zoom this back. Now we'll check what is the height of the length of this wall. So this is 5 feet. Just go to the insert again, line, and draw a line for 5 feet and place that here. Now we will need to draw a line for the inner wall. The inner wall thickness is 4.5 inches. So now again we'll just have to head to the Google and let's check what is 4.5 in terms of feet. So it is 0.375 something, but in Word you don't have much precision, so it would be rounded to 0.38. So we'll just create a line for 0.38 and that's okay. I don't think it's much of a problem. So it's 0.38. Now we'll just zoom this and place this here. Yeah. Now zoom this back. Now we'll need to copy this line this side. So I'll just select this, hold the control key and click and drag. Here we have copied, and now we'll need to check this length. We'll go back to the original file and I'll just check this length. This says 10.13. So let us cross check what is 0.13 means. So I guess it is it represents 10 feet one hand off, so it is one and off, so one and off is 0.13. so one and off, we'll just check this, 1.5. yeah, that is it. So 0.125, but it is rounded to 0.13, so that is 13. Fine. So we'll just create 10.13, I mean a line for 10.13. See, if you don't want to keep calculating this, so there is another shortcut way. So what you can do is you can just create a square for the wall thickness. The wall thickness is 9 inch, that is 0.75, and then just simply keep this along this edge. Just simply keep this along this edge. Now it is perfectly aligned to the edge. Now you'll need to simply create a line from this point to this point, so you don't need to calculate. So we'll just create a line, just create this, and we'll just touch this here. Now this line is perfect. Now let us check what is the measurement of this portion. This should be 8 feet. So this is 8 feet. So again, insert shapes, and then this is 8. Keep this here. So we can move this outside and check. It's perfect. Now let us move on. So what is this length? So see, this is actually 11 feet. 11 feet minus the door. 11 feet minus the door. So now I'm not going to calculate, so I am just going to draw this and show you. So I guess you got an idea. So now this is 12.62. Yes, and now we need to create a line here for the inner wall. So what was the thickness? So it is 0.38. So I'll just create a 0.38. 0.38. Now we will need to zoom this because this is a smaller line. So yes, I will need to copy this line and snap it to this endpoint, and let us zoom this. Okay, now again we have a crude method. So what you can do is you can just take this block and keep this here, cross verify whether it is exactly sitting on the edge. Now create a line from this point to this point. So just go to, now 1 second, I'll just cross verify. Okay, here there are no partitions, so yes, we can continue. So I can create a line from this point to this point. So first, actually you can create a free line, I mean of a variant height, that's not an issue. Now place this here, and then yes, alter the height. Now here. This is for the toilet. So this is for 4 feet 9 inches. So it is 4.75. Now again, $4.75. Now keep this. Here. Now you will need to cross verify again. Just move this out. Now we'll check what is this. See, this again, it is 10 feet 6 inches minus the door. So I won't calculate, I'll just simply continue. So this I will know from here, it is 6.63. So I'll go here. $6.63. Now I can copy this one. I'll press Ctrl D, zoom this, and bring that one here. Okay, now let us copy this line, this side. I'll just hold down the control and click and drag. Okay, now this is done. Let us check what is the length of the bedroom. Sorry, this was supposed to be bedroom. Okay, the bedroom length is 11 feet. We'll make this 11. Bring this down. And now here, let us check what is the height of the wall. This should be 10 feet 6, that is 10.5. Okay, that is 10.5. So $10.5. Now we will need to now copy this line, copy this one, press the Ctrl D keys, and then bring this and place this here. Now copy this one this side. Now we will check what is the length of this. This is 12 feet. There is no confusion, so you can just create it for 12 centimeter. That is, that represents 12 feet. So let's create this and keep this here. And now we'll just extend a line from here till here. We'll use the shortcut. We'll take this, take this block, keep it here, and then draw a line. Yes, it's done. We can move this out. Now let us go back and check. So we need to find out how much is this. So this is 1.76. So I'll just create a line for 1.76. 1.76 and place this here. So the inch part is confusing, so you will need to calculate the inches to feet, so you will get the calculation in that way. So if you just cross check also, it should be correct, because see, this is 6 feet, and what is the door? The size of the door is 3 feet 6 inches. So if you minus that, you should get this portion, and again you will need to minus this one, the wall thickness. You should get this portion. So if you calculate that in terms of feet, then you should get this width, this length. Now let us end this. So we'll create a line for 0.75. 0.75 represents 9 inch. Yes, I guess we are done with the wall. Let us delete this block, it's not required anymore. So we are done with the wall, from the outer wall as well as the inner walls. Okay, now let us construct the doors. So as already stated, the door size is 3 feet 6 inches, all the doors. So, and the door frame is 3 inches. So now let us do it. We'll just go to the insert, shapes and line. So let us see what is 3 inches in feet. So we'll just type 3 here. It is 0.25. Now I'll just say 0.25. You'll need to zoom this. Now we'll need to create a line here like this, half of this. So let us check what is 1.5. 1.5 is 0.125. I think it will be rounded to 112. So let us create a line for 0.12. Now we'll just place this here, and then we'll need to create another line. So I'll just duplicate this one itself, rotate this by 90 degree, and then keep this here, and then duplicate that again, rotate this by 90 degree, keep this here. Snap to the endpoints. So now again copy this one, keep this here. Now finally copy this one, rotate this by 90 degrees, and keep this here at the bottom. So you are done. Now let us select everything and check the height. So we need to group this to check the height. It is 0.25 and 0.25, that is 3 inches. So we'll just cross verify how much is 3 inches. 3 inches in feet, it is 0.25. Okay, this is perfect. Now we'll just zoom this. Okay, it's here. Okay, now we'll need to duplicate this. Just Ctrl D to duplicate this and flip this horizontally. And flip this horizontally and keep it here. And now we'll need to create the door here. The door thickness is 1.5 here, so I'll roughly draw a rectangle here and set the width for 0.12. So this is done, but the height, we need to know the height. So the complete door is 3 feet 6 inches, but we need to minus the frame, so it should be we need to less this portion and this portion, that is totally 3 inches. So 3 feet 6 inches minus 3 inches is 3 feet 3 inches. So we will need to know how much is 3 inches. 3 inches is 0.25, so that means it is 3 feet 0.25. So the height would be 3.25. Just place this here. See, first we will just rotate this by 90 degree. Place this here and then place this frame exactly here. I mean, align this here on the other side. Okay, it's aligned. Sometimes this is the trouble with Microsoft Word. See, it's very difficult to deal with small tiny objects, but that's fine. Okay, now the width is set. Now we will just rotate this back. We'll just rotate this 90 again. We'll just keep this here. Okay, now we'll need to draw an arc here. So to do that, we can use the shape, and there is a arc. Okay, we will just draw an arc. So we will need to set the same height as this. So it is 3.25. So I'll just set the same thing, 3.25 and 3.25. Then place this here. Now you will need to make a slight adjustment. I'll just move this here, and then you can either keep this as it is or you can adjust this one also and align with this endpoint. Now I guess it's perfect. Now let us group them all together. So to group them all together, on the home tab, go to select, click on select objects, select everything together, and then go to the format, click on group and click on group again. This groups everything as one single element. Now we can just place the doors wherever required. So the first door, you can keep it here. So we can make a copy of this one. Now I think we need to mirror this down. We can go to the format, rotate and flip vertical. So now we can move this here and align this here. So you can zoom and check this whether it's perfectly aligned. So we'll just zoom this and check. You'll need to make slight adjustments. You can use the arrow keys and make the adjustments. So one door is placed. Now let us zoom this out. Now we need a door here and here. So just bring this and Control D. We'll just keep this one here. Now this we need to flip this vertical. So just flip this vertical and keep this here. Zoom this and make the adjustments. Okay, I think it's okay. So you'll need to do this here as well. Just rotate this 90 degrees, keep it here, zoom this, now let us cross check. Oh sorry, this door needs to be flipped this side, so we'll just come back, just flip this horizontal. Okay, I guess we created all the 3 doors. Now let us proceed to create the windows. So majority of the windows here are 4 feet. So you can also easily make it out from matching the scale here. So 1 2 3 4, it is 4 feet. So majority of the items here can be matched with the scale, and you can just get the height and or length of the items here. Now say for example, even this wall you can just match it with the scale here. So even this porch you can match it with this one. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 like that. So now all the windows here except for the toilet, they are all 4 feet. So let us create it. So I'll use the rectangle. The height would be 9 inches. So 9 inches is 0.75 feet, and the width is 4 feet. And now the window frame. So with the window frame is 2.4 inches. So what is 2.4 inches in feet? 2.4, it is 0.2. So we'll just duplicate this, set the height for 0.2. Now we will align this with this one exactly in the middle center. So to do that, you can simply go to the home, select objects, select both of them together, and go to the format again, align, and you need to make sure that this option is checked, align selected objects. Then click on align center and align middle. So constructing the window is pretty easy. Now let us group this together, going to group and clicking on group. So the window is ready. So you can just place this wherever you want. So let us start from this place. So let us make out this distance. So this distance you can get it from the scale as well. So it is 3 blocks here, 1 2 3. So that means it is 3 feet. So majority of the window placement I have done it after 3 feet. So you can just notice that here 3 feet, and again here also 1 2 3 blocks, so 3 feet. And again here I think from this side it is 3 feet again, 1 2 3 3 feet, then 3 feet from this side. So majority of the windows 1 2 and 3 and 4, all the 4 windows I have placed after 3 feet from the wall. So let's do it. So I will need to rotate this, select it, format, rotate by 90 degree. And how do you place it here? So there is one trick that you can do. So what you can do is you can just go to insert, shapes, take a shape, roughly create a rectangle here, and let us say the height is 3 feet. Now let us align this to this line, and then take this, just align to that edge. That's it. So it is aligned. Now we'll just duplicate this, take this and place it here as well. Now place this one, the roughly created rectangle, and then place this one here. And now continue this. So you will need to zoom and check whether it is properly aligned or not, and if it's not, you can just align this. Now we can duplicate this one, drag this one here, and align it on the edge. So it's always a good idea to zoom it and align. So I guess it's perfectly placed. Yes. Now let us cross check with the original plan. I think we required 1, 2 and 3 windows here and one here. Okay, so we need to create this one. So we'll duplicate this, rotate this one to 90 degree, place it here, rotate this one as well, then place this here. Now this is set. Now let us check. Okay, let us create this window. So this window is 2 feet and it is from this edge also, it is 2 feet, this edge to this edge. So now we'll just make this 2 feet, bring this here, duplicate this window and set the height for this one to 2 feet and then place the window here. Okay, now let us come back here and check what is the distance here. So I guess you can also check this in this way. I can take an arrow and draw an arrow, check what it is. So it is 4.7. I guess this is centered to this line. So this one is exactly centered to this line. So it's calculated again. So 4.7. Okay, now there is a shortcut method for this as well. I'll show you right away. So you can just you can just create a rectangle for the length of this this measurement. So this measurement is 12 feet, I mean the length of the hall. So we'll just create a rectangle for 12 feet. Okay, and now we'll just copy this window, rotate this. Now we'll just align this with this. You can just align center and then align top. Now it's easy to align this one on this. I think this is perfect. Now we can just move this away. Now similarly we should do it for this as well, but now the length of the bedroom is different, so I think it's 11 feet. So we'll just alter this one to 11 feet, that is 11 centimeter, and then duplicate this again and then center this and this together. Align center, align to top, then bring this and place it here. Now move this away. So I guess all the windows are constructed. Now let us move forward. I'll delete this rectangle. Now let us proceed to create the window sills. So let us check the measurement. As already said that the window sill is 1 feet 6 inch projection. So we need to check what is this distance. I guess it is 6 inches on both sides. So here 6 inch and here 6 inch. So now the height, so the height would be 1 feet more than the window size. So if the window is 4 feet, then this would be 5 feet. So that's simple as that. So it is 5 feet, and let us calculate this projection. So 1 feet, we already know it's very simple. 1 centimeter would represent 1 feet, but I mean 1 foot. Now how much is 6 inches in feet? So 6 inches would be 0.5 in foot. Okay, now we will need to create a rectangle first for the reference purpose. So a rectangle, the height, let me say 1.5, that is 1 feet 6 inches. So we'll need to add the 1 feet and the 6 inches. 6 inches is 0.5, so that's why it is 1.5. so now the this way, so this way it is 1.5 and the width is 5 feet, 5 centimeter, that is 5 feet. So it's perfect. Now we will need to create a free form line. You can just take the free form and then zoom this, create a line from here, here, here and here. So this should create a line like this. It starts from here 1, 2, 3 and 4 clicks. So let us cross check the height. The height and width is perfect. It's 5 feet and 1.5. Okay, that's perfect. Now let us delete this one. This is not required. Now we will need to change the line style. So we'll go to the format. You need to select this first. Okay, then go to the shape outline and the dashes. I think we can select this one. Yes. Now we need to place this here. So how do you do that? So it is, as I already told, it is 6 inches away. So from here till here it needs to be 6 inches. So how much is 6 inches in feet? So 6 inches is 0.5. So we'll roughly create a shape, a rectangle, which is 0.5 and 0.5. So we'll just keep this here and then take this one, align this here. So it's simple. So we'll continue the same method. So we will need to duplicate this, select both, hold Ctrl and drag, delete this one, and I'll place this here. Now move this away. Now let us duplicate this one, press the Ctrl D keys. We will need to rotate this way, and now this height should be altered. So if the window is 2 feet, then this needs to be 3 feet. So we'll alter this. Now we'll just keep this here, keep this on this. Perfect. Now we'll continue the same way. duplicate, move it, rotate it, move it, move this. Duplicate, rotate, keep this here. I think we are done with all the window sills. So I'll delete this square that is not required anymore. Now let us proceed to create the stairs. The width, the length of the stair is 3 feet and the width is 7 inches. Now let us see what is 7 inch in foot. So it is 0.58. So we will need to create a square here, and this would be 3 feet by 3 feet, and we would place this here. And now we'll just duplicate this and alter the height. So the height is 0.58, that is 7 inch. Now we'll just align this here. So we'll need to zoom this and cross verify. Now we'll just make multiple copies of this. So I guess we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So this way as well as this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Four, 5, 6 and the last 7th. Now here I have simply created the lines, because if you create the rectangle here, the line, the dotted line would overlap. So that's why you need to create simple lines here. So how do you do that? So for that we will need a small trick. So first let us create a line, and this would be 3 feet. And now we'll just set the dotted, the dash format, and create a square here for 0.58 and 0.58, and now we'll just align this here. Now align this line over this. Now you will need to select both, hold down the shift key and click on the other one. Now hold control and click and drag. So this will copy. So how much we need? 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So once after copying, you can delete this squares. And now you can create a straight line from here till here. I guess. Okay, after that you need 2 more steps here. So let us copy this line, bring this down and alter the length. Now set the same dash format. Now we can just copy one of them, press Ctrl D, then rotate, and then I deleted that square. Okay, we will create it again. We'll just create this back again. 0.58 and 0.58. We'll just place this over here and then move this on top of that. Align this on the edge. Now we'll need to select both of them and then control click and drag. And now I'll delete this one and this one as well. Now we'll need to create a line from here till here. I'll duplicate this, rotate by 90 degrees, then align this here, alter the height. Okay, now I guess we are almost done. Okay, this line needs to be extended. Okay, so what you can do is you can extend this just like that. Now you will need to create a line from here till here. Just like that. And now one more. I'll just press Ctrl D and flip this vertical. Now keep it here. Now applying the same dot format. So I can also use the format painter. I can select this line that already has the dash format. I'll go to the home, click on format painter and click on this line, and again do it for the other one. So now the stairs is complete. Okay, now let us compare and check what is left over. I'll just compare this with the original one. So I guess we need to create this diagonal line and the arrow. So we'll create a diagonal line here. from this point to this point, and then we'll create an arrow. We'll start the arrow from here, and then I'll use this triangle to create a small arrow just like this. So you will need to align this, this line and this arrow together. Align center, and then you may group this together. Then you can visually, center this. I think it's in the center, so I guess that's complete. Now the next thing is we need to place the floor plan symbols. So you can see that there is a dining table and kitchen accessories, etc., all of this. So I have already created these symbols. So I have placed this on my website. You can just download this and use them. So I have the link in the description below. So I have ready-made symbols here. I'll simply copy them. So I'll just copy this from this file and I'll just place it here. Place wherever required. So I can place this here. So if I want to send this back, I can just send this back. So I can just go here, send to back. So it goes back. So here I have placed this. So you can place it wherever required. So I guess here we need the sofas. So I'll come here and copy the sofa. This one. Paste it. I think I have placed it somewhere here. And then we need the table. So I'll just copy this. Paste it. Place it over here. Here, okay. Now another one, the single sofa. I'll paste it here. And now in the bedroom, so in the bedroom we need this one. I'll place this here. Okay, and now what else left? So I think the TV unit, one here and one over here. I'll just copy this from here. Move it. one more over here. Yes, that is the place. This one, let me move this way. Okay. And now what else is left? So I think we need to place the toilet accessories. So here is the bathtub. Let me place it here. See, these shapes are created using the shapes and lines in Microsoft Word itself. So now the toilet. I'll place it here. And now finally the sink. Place the sink where? Here. Yeah, the sink is placed. Yes. Okay, now the kitchen accessories. So we'll just copy this, copy both together, copy and paste. I think I forgot to create the slab here. So what is the slab height? Let me check the height. I think it should be 2 feet. So let me check this. Yes, it's 2 feet. Okay. Now, how do you create this? You can just copy this, Control D, bring this down. Now, create a box for 2 feet height and width as well. Place it in this corner. Now align the line on the edge. Similarly, we can copy this line as well and align it this way. Now let us delete this rectangle, and we will need to adjust this, alter the length. Oh, sorry. Yes. Yes. So it's done. Now we can place this as required. So you can place this here. So both of them are placed perfectly. Now what else is left? I guess we are done with all the kitchen symbol, floor plan symbols. So now the next thing is the descriptions here. So here actually I have created text boxes. So I have created the text boxes. So I'll copy the text. I won't I won't type it. I will just simply copy this. I'll just simply show you how to do it. So you can just create a text box, going to the insert, text box, simple text box, and then delete the dummy text inside that and paste. I'll just paste this, or you can type it manually. Now the thing is, you will need to do some settings, and that is, first thing, it needs to be center aligned. The second thing, you will need to go to the paragraph and check whether the before, after, etc. is set to 0. If not, you should set it to 0. And then also you would need to make this single line. So you need, the line spacing needs to be single line. And then you will need to remove the border. So I'll just go to the format. Now let me shrink this first. Okay, I think this is fine. I'll say no fill for the shape fill, and then I'll say no outline. So this way you can place the text wherever necessary. So now I can duplicate this text box and place this here and change the text. Just like that. So keep duplicating and move it, place it. Just like that. Keep duplicating and place the text where required. So if anything goes wrong, you can undo it anytime. So I'll just type the actual measurements. So this was, I'm copying and pasting it. Now I think we have done everything. The last thing what is left is the dimensioning. So we will do this in a moment. So you can create straight lines here. So let me make this 3 feet, 3 centimeter. I'll just place this here. I think it should be fine. So I have to just change the outline weight to the first one, that is this one, and then set the color to somewhat lighter gray. I think this should do. So now I'll just copy this to the other side. just like that. Now copy this line just like this and increase the length. Now let me cross check this with the original one and see what is the measurement. So it is 3.77. Okay, let me make this 3.77. I mean 30.77. Now we can just move this using the arrow key and check whether it is centered, or you can use the align option to center it. Now I can just copy the line attributes using the format painter. Now we need a crossed line like this, so that you can do it. The line, let me make this 1 centimeter. Rotate this at an angle of 45 degree, just like that, and place it here. So you will need to zoom this to place it here. Just like that. Now copy the line attribute. Now you can just paste this on the other side as well. Now similarly, you will need to create the dimension lines for this side as well. So what you can do is you can either copy this line or create new ones. So I will just copy this, Control D, rotate and place it here, and now duplicate this one, use your arrow keys and adjust it. I mean, you will need to increase the line height 20.77. So I'll just move this here. I'll copy this. I think I'll need to move it a little bit more. This is fine. Now place this on the other side. Let me cross check the height on my original files. It is 20.76. okay, it's nearly same. I think now it's perfect. Now let me copy this, Control D. I think I need to mirror this down, mirror this, keep it here. Yeah, I'll just duplicate this one and place it at the top. Okay, now the final thing, you can just place the measurement, the final measurement here. You can just duplicate the text box and place it here. Now this is how much? This is 30 feet and that would be 20 feet. So I'll just reduce the width. Now this is fine. I think it is center already. Now the thing is, you need to fill this with white because it should hide the line beneath. So now manually we can move this like this, and visually we can just judge whether it is centered, and I think that's fine. Now we can just place this, duplicate this, take this over here. Now you cannot rotate this, but you can change the text direction just like this and make this 20 feet. Just like that. Now place this wherever required. I guess we are done with everything. The floor plan is complete. Now only thing left is the scale part, so I'll just copy this and paste it here. So everything is complete now. So I hope this tutorial was helpful. So I'll see you all in my next video. Until then, it's bye from hbninfotech.com.